Good morning and welcome to another one of my morning mugs. Have a brewed mug of coffee this morning out on the back patio with the Pope in Washington. It's work from home a couple of days here. I was going to talk to you about my release yesterday of the Ghostorian case files. A little bit of a mix-up where it's available on Kindle, but it hasn't been released in paperback yet, although it was supposed to be. I'm not sure what's going on there. But I'm not going to talk about that. I would save that for another morning mug, another episode. I will show you my, if I flip it around right, my Darth Vader creamer, which is chocolate espresso, just because next time I do a morning mug, I probably won't be sitting right here. So what I want to talk about, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, because it's a tragedy and there's families grieving and things like that. I just want to quickly talk about the Debby and Mark Constantino tragedy. They're very prominent within the paranormal community. For those that don't know, they're regarded as very good EVP specialists. They're on a number of different shows, things like that. No, I did not know them personally, but we've run around in the same circles, and it's kind of like all one big extended family. So it's certainly a blow to everybody within the community. And the story that's been put forth out there in the news, just real quickly for those that don't know. Debby was no longer with Mark, and she was with a couple of roommates. The one roommate came home, found the male roommate dead, feared for Debby, who was not there. The police pinged her cell phone, tracked it down to an apartment that was owned by an adult child of Debby and Mark. Some shots rang out at the police. There were some negotiations. By the time the SWAT team got in there and broke in, basically Mark had killed Debby and then killed himself. So double murder and suicide. So this followed up from Mark was arrested last month in August on domestic violence charges. Strangulation was involved, things like that. So very bad, very tragic, very horrible. I'm almost kind of at a loss for words about it. As it's very tragic to see how something can go so far. Once it gets to the point where if your situation gets to a point where there's violence involved, you need to get out, and apparently, Debby did. But with Mark, once he started feeling that anger and rage, he needed to seek help. And I guess where I'm coming at with this particular morning mug is, if you're involved in a situation on either side, if you're trying to get out because if your partner's become violent and it's reached that level, you need to get out. If you are the partner that is becoming violent, you need to seek some help. It doesn't need to get to this point of abuse, violence, murder. This is very tragic. When you get to that point where violence starts, you need to get out. I pray for the surviving families. I mean, it happened in an apartment of an adult child, so certainly. Prayers go out to them, and I can't imagine being, now in an apartment where, your parents, it happened to your parents. So, it's a great loss to the community, but, even more so if, you feel heartbroken for the families. And you hear stories like these murder-suicides where there's so much anger and rage on one side. It's like, okay, so the relationship is falling apart. It but doesn't need to go there. It's like, okay, your emotions are running high. You're angry. You're frustrated. You don't want your partner gone. You want to see your partner with somebody else. Thought of it tears you up, all of that. But something like this just hurts everybody. I mean, now you're both gone. You've now hurt family. You've hurt, friends. You've taken lives. That it has a ripple effect on so many people. Where it's easy to say that, yeah, you can move on, but you can. Just you need to seek that help, and find some help for that rage monster. Find a different outlet. Find there's other people who have gone through different things, and I don't know all the details of what the heck was going on in the relationship and what happened and why it fell apart and all that. But it doesn't need to get to the point of violence. It does not need to get to the point of murder. So seek that help. You find yourself in that situation on either side. If your partner's being violent toward you, get out. If you are being violent toward your partner, get out. Seek help. It's out there. There are organizations and other people and groups and things like that willing to help and willing to work you through this, so it doesn't get to that point. Yeah, so that's all I had. It was just a quick morning mug. I probably already spent too much time on it. My thoughts and prayers are with the surviving families, and it's just tragic. So that's basically my message today. You're in that situation, seek help. Don't let it get to this point. Just don't. Until next time.